stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with a... Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my... Zit the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like Mexico. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time
I got
now.
that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. For real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Breeze now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Meredith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Foles. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Keep going right at it.
Here's Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, silent one, silent one. Great.
Here's Foles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Foles. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. They're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go. 21. 4 down. Ready. We're waiting.
Throwing now is Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Under.
Here's Breeze to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Going for the deep ball. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
it's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Ajayi. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go. Everyone's got 4 down.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ready?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
That's caught by Meredith right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Ginn. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Breeze now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They'll start out on the ground with a Giant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Great.
pick this up just shy of midfield. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Breeze to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Here we go. Set. Here we go, 21.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Breeze leaves this one with Camara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Foles. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Foles. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Breeze now. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete here. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now Foles. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
One.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's an Eagles 1st down as Foles finds Jeffrey. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He finds Ajayi. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Now Breeze got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.